Hey everyone, I'm here to talk to you today about they're technically a new brand. This is their second launch though, but I'm here to talk about Lurid Lacquer, and they're new on the scene. This is their second launch for March, and I feel like they really came out with a bang in February. They had just like January. January was their first launch. They didn't really have one in February as they were like kind of assessing how everything goes, but I'm here to talk to you about their March launch. And I started working with Lurid from the beginning, and it's been so wonderful. The maker behind Lurid is a great person, and she makes some really beautiful things, and I've been so impressed with the formulas of everything and how gorgeous everything is. And as someone who wears a lot of nail polish, I've worn their stuff like multiple times, which isn't something I always get to do. And I hope that just says something about how great Lurid is. So let me give you some details on this launch. So this is Lurid's Three Oaks Road collection, and it's gorgeous. It's kind of based off like that feeling of peace that you feel spending time with your really good friends, and it releases on the 15th of March, which is Friday, the 15th of March, and it's gorgeous. I love it. It's a really great collection. It's 9 pieces total, so it's a nice collection of reflectives and shimmers and everything. And I'll talk a little bit more about each polish as I swatch them, so you get to see them in natural light and kind of how they apply. And like I said, Lurid's formula is like amazing too, so I'm really excited for that. They will also be bringing back the gifts with purchased. So if you purchase from their January launch, there were gifts with purchase for the first like handful of people who purchase polishes. So there's I think 9 of those as well, maybe 10. She will be selling those. So something that's really cool about Lurid is first she was, a consumer, so you're a customer of indie polish, and she's, in my opinion, done a really amazing job at like listening to what people want and being very communicative, kind of where some spots might be a little funky in the indie community. So things like gifts with purchase, she's been very open. Those are coming back, and she's going to have swatches for everything as well. So if you wanted a particular gift with purchase, you can actually just purchase the polish now. So when the site opens on the 15th, they will be available, which is really exciting. And then, so in terms of details on this one, I'm back. So the Three Oaks Road collection, that's the main new collection. That one is the 9 polishes, the mix of reflectives and the mix of shimmers. And that collection, so that one's 9 polishes. That will be available Friday, the 15th of March at 6 p.m. Central Time, so 7 p.m. Eastern. And then with that is the gift with purchase collection, which like that collection itself it's called the In the Weeds collection, and it's kind of a companion to the Thistle and Thorn collection, which was the first collection from January. They were just polishes that she couldn't bear to, not give to people. So that collection, those are all the gifts of purchases. There's 10 of them, and it's another mixture of shimmers and everything. Lurid's website is going to be open for, I think, wish listing and everything, and then the shop itself goes live the 15th of March at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the caps on everything is pretty low because it's a one-woman shop. So right now the caps are low, but Lurid is very, very open about bringing things back. So she's already said she's planning to restock like everything pretty much at least one time because they're brand new and they're just kind of getting their feet under them. There's a bit of that process. So like I said, very, very open though about the process and about restocking things. So though there are small caps, it's not a given that things will sell out, but if they do, just know that they will come back at some point. And We'll find out when. So let's just get to the swatches. I'm really excited to share this collection with you. I do not have swatches of all of the gifts or purchases. I have pictures of them, which will be on my Instagram, but I have actual swatches of the main collection. So let's get to it.
So I really should have done this in order of the absolutely gorgeous poem that the creator, that kind of inspired this collection, but I just went by vibes. This is the Sanctuary of Our Love, and it is a cool pink base with glowy red to copper aurora shimmer, so it looks a little more warm tone in general. And you can see it's a little sheer upon first coat, and then builds really nicely on the second as well. This is a sheerer polish in general, though. For these pictures or this video, I do have three coats on. You can still see a little bit of visible nail line, but it's such a stunner. I think if you really wanted to blur that visible nail line, you really could with a different base coat. And then this beauty is I Await You, Friend. And it's described as a cool toned brown jelly with, that's kind of the base. And it has this large particle aurora shimmer that shifts from silvery pink to green. And this polish is so interesting. Uh, I've been really, really into I've just kind of been really into everything. So this one, the silver shift on this one is super neat. When I first put this on, I sent the maker a message saying, excuse me, what is this? What did you do? What is this?" So as you can see, it kind of still has that like jelly-ish base, which makes it a little sheer, but it does build very nicely. This is three coats over my natural nails, and you can see it's fairly opaque. I mean, there's a little bit of visible nail line, but this is just such a funky, unique polish. I love it so much. And you'll have to bear with me because I'm sick. This is Our Laughter Carries on a Warm Wind, and it is a coral jelly base, and it has a super, super vibrant aurora microflake, and it shifts from orange to gold to green, and it has like this coral colored, light reflective glitter. And this is so beautiful. It's like a really nice warm base. Yeah, it's not exactly a red, but coral is a really good descriptor of this polish. And the first coat goes on really nice. Lurid actually has really gorgeous reflective glitter formulas as like packed what they are as reflectives. They're not really, really thick, as you can see. And this is three coats over my natural nails. You got a little bit of visible nail line, but nothing too crazy. I don't have any of this one all shifty in the shade, but I do have photos of that over on my page. This gorgeous green beauty is I Smile at Your Footfall, and it is described as like a hunter green jelly base with green to blue aurora shimmer. And you can see even in that one coat, it has pretty good coverage for, really for being shimmers overall. All of these have really great coverage. I don't use a blurring base coat because I like for you to see how sheer things are, but everything applies beautifully. Definitely a bit of a formula snob, so um, I'm very formula picky, and I've not had a miss yet with Lurid. And this is three coats over my natural nails. You can see it gets pretty opaque and it has these strong blue shifts at certain angles. This beauty is the Refuge of Your Presence, and I just think it's a beautiful sentiment in general, just that feeling of, safety when you're with your really, really good friends. This polish is described as a cool toned pink base with gold to green aurora shimmer that shifts to blue at the extremes, which you kind of saw in the bottle. For me, you definitely can see the blue. I did have a hard time capturing it because a lot of times, at least on my skin tone, the gold shimmers really, the gold shimmers really overwhelm the base color a lot. But you can see it's a really beautiful color in general. And this is three coats over my natural nails as per usual. And you can definitely see the blue at extreme lengths, but this next polish is my favorite. This is Amid the Insects Lulling Serenade. This, I think, is my favorite of the whole collection. It's super, super beautiful. And this polish is described as a moss green jelly base, and it has like a super vibrant aurora multi-flake that shifts from orange to gold to green. And it also has like this it's described as chartreuse light reflective glitter, which like I didn't make the polish, so I believe it, but it just suits it so well. This polish is so ridiculously shiny. I mean, you can just see how sparkly and glittery it is, even from these swatches. The coverage is beautiful. It's smooth. I did 3 coats and I did not need glitter grabber, and you can see it's really packed with like all of this beautiful color. So this is 3 coats over my natural nails. You can see even in the shade. This beauty is out on your street, and this is like just one of the most vibrant polishes I've put on in a long time. It's described as a vibrant chartreuse base with an aurora shimmer that shifts from gold to green to blue. And there is a bit of a stain warning on this. I do find the green polishes stain, at least me, a lot more than a lot of other colors, and not just like full staining, but just wear a good base coat with this one. But you can see how this packs a punch, and it's a very flattering color in general. And this is 2 coats as per usual. It is so vibrant. And then this is 3, and I'm obsessed with this color. This like super bright limey green, and you can see some visible nail line at 3, but like I said, use a good bit. And then we go on to this gorgeous beauty, which is tall grass enveloping. And this one is described as a cool medium brown crelly with large particle gold to green to blue aurora shimmer. And you can kind of see it in there. Um, and you can see it. I feel like it's a little warmer on me, but I'm pretty sure that it's the large particle shimmer that's really making it warm. Like I said, on my skin tone, the gold shimmers, especially the gold to green, are very, very outshine everything else. So I don't always get, I can't always showcase that blue shimmer that you'll see. But this is 2 coats, and you can see it's just a really neat color. And I through here you can see some of the blue at some more extreme angles. I did a lot of this one's really shifty. I did a lot of finger wiggle videos of this. So this is 3 coats, and it's such an interesting color. You can see how strong the green is there. And then if I move my hand up, you can see a little more of the blue. And then this one, I'm just such a sucker for this kind of polish. This is the Sky Above. It's a clear base with gold, green, orange, and blue iridescent flakies. It has micro holographic flakes and silver light reflective glitter. It is one of my favorites from the entire collection. I did swatch this and wear it on its own, but it's actually also a beautiful topper. It's a little packed with flakies, so I think you'd only want to do 1 coat as a topper, but you could really wear it on your own. It's just kind of a perfect polish, the way that all the flakies and the hollow and the um, light reflective glitter meld together. It has this super cool shift. You can see it's beautiful in the shade and in the sun. This was definitely one of my favorites. I did a nice little 3 coats over my natural nails for this one.
So that is Lurid Lacquer's second collection, and it will be available on the 15th March at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you picked anything up from the first launch. Let me know if you plan to pick anything up from this launch, or if you have any questions about any of the formulas or anything like that, and I'll be happy to answer them. Or you can also direct your questions to Lurid social media. I mean, they're very, very responsive. I have pictures of all of these polishes up on my Instagram as well. I'll have my swatches over there too. So like I said, feel free to just shoot me a message, shoot me a comment if you have any questions, and talk to you later.